A lot. They're gonna love you a lot.
Success! Pudding!
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the man we've all been waiting for. And waiting for. That man is Marcus the Motivator.
G'day guys, here it's Marcus the Motivator. I'm here today with the band, the Printer Convention. How are you guys?
How you going? Very good.
We have, now I'll let you guys introduce yourself.
My name's Daniel, I play synth and lead guitar.
I'm Nick and I play the keys and glockenspiel.
I'm Taylor, I'm one of the singers and the drummer as well.
So I'm Adam, I play bass, and that's pretty much it, yeah.
Now, is that everyone, or
We do have we recently got a female singer on board, Claudia. She couldn't be here tonight.
So what I want to do today, guys, is have a chat to you about how the band came together, the challenges you had, the motivations you guys had behind it all, to give everyone out there like an understanding of what it's like actually, just how you guys as a band got together, like how you interacted and whatnot with everything that goes through it. So let's get started by asking, how did it all come together at the start?
Well,
You want to lead this one?
it was an idea that I guess originally came together out one night having a coffee, and we'd always had little jams together here and there. Nick was a piano player, he had an upright piano at his old house. I used to play a little bit of bass and some acoustic guitar here and there, not very well. And one day we just, we started having jam together, and Nick was like, oh yeah, my cousin Daniel plays guitar, and maybe we should get him together for a jam session one day. So one day we did. We managed to get our family friends, she had a rehearsal space. We were able to procure that for the afternoon. And we had our first jam session, which was
A disaster.
to put it kindly, yeah, it was a bit of a disaster. But we sort of just kept building from there, and then about 6 months later down the line, we found Tay, because we didn't have a drummer. My brother came to a few rehearsals at the start because he'd been a drummer a long time ago, but he had other commitments, so he couldn't lend his time.
We feel Tay was a missing piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's got an amazing set of pipes on him, but he was a little bit reserved about sharing that with us. So we were kind of just alternating, taking turns with the singing, and mixed results with that as well.
Yeah.
And then when Tay got behind the mic, it was just like literally mic drop. So and then we just started getting together weekly. It became a weekly thing, twice a week at the start actually. We're doing Tuesdays and Thursdays. We all had time, we were at uni, so we fit it into our schedules, and then it just slowly progressed over there until it became a little bit more serious. We got our first gig, we started writing some originals, doing covers at the start, and it slowly just snowballed. It was a bit of a snowball effect.
So what was the difference like when you were doing, say, performing, when you said you were doing covers to start with? What was the difference going from doing covers to then actually writing and doing like your own original work? How did that feel for all of you, or some of you?
It's 10 times more rewarding.
Yeah,
And you do covers, you put your own spin on someone else's songs, and it's 20-30% yours.
Yeah.
But then doing your own originals and then being able to improvise on that live is just phenomenal, especially when with streaming services and things like that.
Yeah.
People are learning the lyrics and things like that. Our track Mango, I hear people in the crowd sing it, and that's just surreal.
Yeah, it is.
How does that make you guys feel when people are actually singing
It's
the music that you guys have actually made?
It's great.
It's pretty good. I'm not the only one
amazing.
singing it, which is nice.
It's real good. It's awesome.
Sometimes sit there and pinch ourselves, but it's a learning process as well, because with covers, anyone can learn another person's song.
Yeah.
But to write something that's your own and to be proud of that and to get up on stage and play it, I think is something else in itself.
And it's kind of nerve-wracking too, because you just don't know how the audience is going to react to your new song you've been working on, cooped up in your little studio, just you know, you don't really know what they're gonna really do. So yeah.
So like, when you do your own stuff, and like, is there like anticipation for you guys when you're writing your own material and you're going, oh, how's this gonna get perceived by everyone?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, and for each of you who obviously you play your own part in the band, do each of you kind of have your own way of like dealing with it and thinking, going, oh, do you get like does the feedback come for like each of you as well? And like, I know you may get
we kind of set some ground rules at the start where it was like, let's put emotions aside. You know, we've got to service the song first, service the music first.
Absolutely.
So we can't let egos play in the way. At the end of the day, we're here to make music and to play music and to have fun ultimately. So, you know, all our songs, they're born out of the jam. You know, we all kind of get together, table start, you know, with the groove on the drums, and then more often than not, Nick jumps on the keys, and then Dan on the guitar, and then all of a sudden it's like, hey, this actually sounds pretty good. Let's see what we can do.
We've got a whiteboard in the studio, write down the chords, so we don't forget them a week later. Then we've got everything voice recorded onto our phones, send that to the WhatsApp, and we all just thrash that in the car. Try and remember exactly what we play, because half of it's improv.
Yeah, it is.
So,
Absolutely. Yeah.
So where did the passion for you guys start with music? Where did it all start for you guys? Because obviously, like, there has to have been like some sort of passion along the lines to want to start doing something like this in the first place.
Well, Daniel and I are actually cousins, so we've started jamming he actually, believe it or not, he's younger than me. He taught me how to play keyboard as well. So he was putting my fingers on, you know, C sharp, and no, it sounds like this, and from there we just started jamming, and it's always been, you know, a part of us in a way.
I just want someone to jam with, because I'll just teach you this. I'll just play guitar, and you just rock out the key.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, I've always I fell in love with it because my sister as well, she was a piano player.
Yeah.
And, you know, she used to do lessons, and I used to always, I really wish I could play this. And one day I got on and I started practicing, and at the start I was a bit timid. I couldn't really play. I always get nervous in front of people, but then it just started playing and fell in love with it. Then and there, that was it.
In terms of theory, we don't really know too much about theory. It's all ear.
It's a lot of
listen to a track, and then, you know, work out some chords, a few notes, and then see if we can play it.
Yeah.
So how challenging was it for you guys when you had that first gig booked? Like, what did that feel like for all of you?
It was very surreal, because prior to that we'd just been, you know, having rehearsals, you know, just playing, you know, as a group, you know, with each other. So I mean, the offer kind of came to us, so it wasn't like we were actively looking for a gig. It just kind of came.
We thought it was
one
too
day.
soon, to be honest, at first.
Yeah.
We all sat down and said, are we going to do it? We'll be hesitant, but
Ready.
honestly, I'm glad we did it.
Yeah.
Because the SB, where our first gig was,
Yeah.
was a great venue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How was that feeling, like you're standing in front of everyone for the first time? Like,
It was great. We had, I think, close to about 100 people there, mostly friends and family, but everyone was, you know, encouraging us, egging us on, and you know, we had this little intro made for us as well. We managed to get an encore as well at the end, which was just...
That was cool.
That's pretty cool.
Which was
As
crazy.
a support band, that's very rare.
Yeah.
That must have felt pretty good. They're saying, "Come on, we want you guys to play a bit more." That must have like given you more confidence to do more and more.
To the point we actually didn't want to get off stage.
It's pretty fun.
Yeah, it actually gets addictive in a way too. It's crazy. Like, we were just like, all right, when's the next one? When's the next gig happening? It was,
you start writing this energy.
So then, like, take that from when you started to now. How's the feeling now when you get on stage and perform in front of?
I reckon you still get that sort of anticipation, that anxiety, but I think the more you do it, the more you can enjoy it.
Yep.
You sort of take it in a little bit more.
Yeah.
For me, it's easy because I'm at the back behind the drums, so I've sort of got that barrier, which is nice. I don't think I could be out the front, so these guys got it harder, you know? But no, it gets more enjoyable the more you do it, because you get less nervous and you can just take it in a bit more, I reckon.
Usually it takes a song or two
Yeah.
Then you're good to go.
Yeah, that's it.
But the first song might be, you know, a little bit shaky at the start. Just those first couple of notes, making sure you're getting the vibe, you're getting the feeling for things. And
So just before we were talking about you guys have just finished filming for your first film clip. Explain to everyone, how was that as an experience doing that compared to how was it like singing in front of a camera, like knowing that you were doing that to be put up?
That was
be put up for everyone.
That was really tough because having a camera in your face, and there was 4 or 5 other people in the room that
I don't even know. The camera was literally where that mic is.
Yeah, and then not just that, then you've got another 3 or 4 people standing watching the screen that's watching everything that's being recorded. So you know you kind of feel like you've got an audience with watching everything that's
it's very intimate.
It was hard. It definitely was hard, but I felt good. I don't know. It was just like, wow, this is really happening right now. We've actually
the guy we're working with, Srini. His name is Srini. He made us all feel very comfortable and made the whole process
absolutely
very, very kind of easygoing. So we didn't feel like we're working to like a deadline or
gives us a new respect for the hip hop artists that are all up in your face in the camera.
Yeah,
like man, that takes guts.
So basically, from your experience, when you're saying like watching any film clip, based on what you're basically pretty much saying that a camera is pretty much like maybe this far away from your face
and then not to mention all the other people that are involved as well behind the scenes. So
and they're only about another 2 feet away probably, like saying with your camera.
So.
How did doing the film clip compared to performing on live stage? Was it a completely different feeling?
Completely different.
And I think it made us kind of assess and evaluate ourselves as performers, which
absolutely.
is something I don't think we've really done a lot of in that kind of light. So I think like with performing, like with gigging, I think it's as we get more acquainted with it and more familiar with it, we'll get more confident as well. But I think ultimately it was a great experience. It was a lot of fun.
So do you guys within the group itself, do you guys kind of evaluate how you're going along the way and talk and communicate?
We have a brutally
and
honest kind of policy.
Well, like talk about like the challenge, talk about like the moments you have when you're like sitting down talking together, and maybe also like some of the challenges, obviously, because obviously as four different individuals coming together, obviously you have a collective goal and you're producing music that you all love, but I'm sure in each of you there's going to be challenges and slight different variations that each of you may kind of want to do it. Talk about those challenges.
Well, we're a band at the end of the day, so I guess the result is what is in mind for all of us. We're all really good at working together, and say someone's playing too loud or doing something the other person doesn't like. We've got Dan said, we're brutally honest, which is good because
that's a pretty good thing to have.
Straight to the point. None of us take any offense from it. It's just what we do, which is good.
I think what helps as well is that we've all known each other for quite a long time, since before getting together in the band as well. So we had that connection and that relationship already in place before it was like, hey, do you just want to start this band? So Nick and I went to primary school together, so we've known each other for 20 plus years now. Taylor's been in the picture since around the same time as well. It just makes communicating, especially when it comes to music, when people can get quite sensitive. It makes it a lot easier.
I was going to say, like, that sounds really good. Like the fact that you have this open communication between you guys, because I think one of the challenges that a group of people can face sometimes is each individual kind of personality. Some people some people might want to stand out doing one thing or another, but it sounds really good in a way that you have like a collective goal that you want to get done. And obviously probably one of the best things that comes of it is when you're actually performing and you're hearing those people sing the music you've produced. I think the fact that collectively that you've made that and all done really well as a team, kind of helps that. Have there been like any other challenges along the way that you guys have faced? Like in terms, talk about some of those challenges. Like, what are some of the challenges that you have as a band that like us who don't do those kinds of things wouldn't really that don't know or wouldn't understand? Give us some examples of some of those challenges.
Yeah, I mean, look, rejection's a big one. It just, you know, like you spend so much time working on these songs that you love, and you know, and it's fair enough. Some people just don't like our kind of genre, and that's fair enough. But it gets hard. That's my.
But you got to learn to accept that not everyone's going to like what you make.
Absolutely.
So you got to learn to take the good with the bad.
Yeah.
So dealing with rejection, as Nick said, is a big one. I think also as well, being for individuals as well is we all have our own individual lives as well. So trying to factor in what we have in our own personal lives and finding time as well is a big one, and just managing time. Because sometimes that can get in the way. Like, you know, we all have jobs, full-time jobs.
Yep.
And, you know, Nick's got a partner. You know, we all have relationships, family, and stuff like that. So,
do you think now that with the advent of social media and stuff, and say YouTube and all these things, that it's been easier for you guys to kind of get yourselves out there and put the type of music and what you guys want to do and get it out more out to the people who want to listen, who want to sing your music when
definitely. I don't know how they used to do it in the old days without internet, like getting music out there. What would you do? Send it physically to the radio stations on a record or something, whereas now you just upload it to Bandcamp, YouTube, iTunes, whatever, Spotify, and people all around the world can just stream it. So it's a massive platform that enables us to get our stuff out there.
So what holds the future for you guys? What's the plans going forward?
We've got big plans in our minds.
But what's gonna happen, say, over the next year or so? Have you guys got any desire to say, you know, put some shows on, not just say here in Melbourne, but or in Australia? Like do a tour around Australia?
We want to do a tour. Definitely, we want to branch out and not just Melbourne, just to actually go and, you know, share with everyone what we've been up to. So I think that's a huge goal of ours.
We've spent the best part of this year as well recording a bunch of new songs. So I think over the next 12 months, just slowly releasing and distributing those, and the relevant promotion and marketing that comes with that. So photo shoots. I think we're going to be doing another film clip that might be in the works.
Just got to get creative to stand out, really. We're just trying to get a good marketing campaign together. And just something no one's ever seen before. But coming up with that is the really hard part.
It's challenging. That's another challenge.
It's a very competitive market.
So how do you guys go with like promoting yourselves besides social media, and YouTube, and playing in?
Well, networking and knowing people is a big one. So putting yourself out there and actually, you know, aside from just sending emails, but actually making the effort to go and meet people, go for a beer, go for a drink, go for a coffee, and just saying, hey, you know, I'm so and so from the Prince Convention. You know, just actually getting people talking about your name. Networking is a huge one.
Yeah, even just going to gigs, supporting local artists too, and just you like the sound of them, we just give a business card and. You know,
we've managed to get a few gigs that way, just from saying people have been like, oh, like, thanks for coming to the gig, oh, playing a band too, and then you strike up a conversation that way, and it's like, oh, I'll keep you in mind if we've got something in the future, and then, you know, a couple months later you might receive an email, say, hey, we spoke a few months ago, you know, we're putting on a show on this date if you're interested. And
you'll find most people are happy to either open for us or they'll be doing a headline and we'll be the support. Like, it doesn't really matter, they're just happy to play, jump on stage, play and enjoy themselves.
How much of putting yourself out there do you think is really important to people, like seeing your image, seeing who you are, and seeing what you might actually potentially be capable of doing?
It's crucial. You got to do it. You can't. I don't think personally you can become a successful band or artist from your bedroom.
Yeah.
You've got to put yourself out there, and and be prepared to make mistakes, but also meet new people, and that's kind of how this industry in life kind of works. Is,
Even with the internet, like the face-to-face thing, that's not gone.
Yeah.
Like everything is gone. It's still there.
Word of mouth is still powerful.
Yeah.
Word of mouth. And just treat people the way you want to be treated is another thing, I guess. So
Be nice to everyone, because you never know when someone's friend or someone's family member is someone you might know in the future.
Everyone talks in the music industry.
They might be a sound engineer and they might like ruin your sound live.
Yeah, so like talk a bit about like the music industry for like people out there who are like, for those who may want to like get into it or who are starting, who are thinking about doing it. Talk about like some of the well, you've spoken about some of the challenges, but like some of the things that would like that would help them along their journey to trying to get to whatever level they want to get to with their music.
I think trying not to compare yourself to other artists, and understand that everyone goes at their own pace. So because I think that can be quite disheartening sometimes. Is you think you're maybe making real good progress on yourself as a musician, and then maybe you see someone on Instagram, for instance, and they're playing some crazy guitar solo. Sometimes I don't know. You can find it can be a little bit
discouraging.
Yeah, just encouraging, and it can be plays up in your emotions sometimes.
It's easy to forget that the guy playing that crazy guitar solo was where you were like 5-6 years ago.
Yeah. So I think try not to compare yourself, and just take it a day at a time, and just to keep going. Because it's
keep writing.
Keep writing.
It's
a journey, and music is such an endless, deep pool of information and knowledge. Like we're still learning after playing music for over 10 years. We're still learning new things and still teaching each other new things about theory and feels and things every day. So it just goes to show you can't really stop learning when it comes to music.
So one of the things over, as you said, you guys have been doing stuff for 10 years now. So how much has it evolved in the time you guys started getting together? How much has it changed and evolved? Not we'll talk about the industry first as a whole, but how much has that changed as a whole?
Well, we've been together for around about 5 years now as a group. And we started gigging about 4 years ago, 3 years ago.
Yep.
So in that time, I don't think we've really been active enough to see huge changes. But
how much has it changed within the band itself over those 5 years?
I think personally I've seen huge dramatic improvements within ourselves as musicians.
We've got recordings of us when we first started. And
the cringe files.
The cringe files, absolutely, And it's changed a lot, and it's for the best. Like there's some things we just, something simple as, an old keyboard I used to have. We don't have that anymore, and it's just, the sounds just change so much, and we're challenging each other when we're writing now, because do we put a key change here, or do we do this, do we do that? We just keep bouncing ideas, and it has evolved over time. So we've got to be proud of that too.
The chemistry as well is something that just comes natural over time. With playing as a group, where at the start it'll be like Nick will start playing something, and you have to be like, oh well, what chords are you playing? And then naturally over time it's like you don't need to ask those questions. You can just feel what's happening when you're playing together. And I don't think that's something that can be taught. That's something you work on, and as a group dynamic, it just comes with time and with rehearsing.
How's that journey felt for each of you personally over the 5 years together? Like, what has each of you, I don't know for each of you personally, but what have each of you kind of got out of this journey of playing together? Are there some of their experiences that things you've done yourself? Talk about some of those personal things that for each of you that you might have got out of playing together, whether it's playing at certain venues or playing as support for certain bands. Like, talk about some of those personal experiences.
Go for it.
No. Well, I know it's the band certainly pushed me, because I know when we first kind of got together, I'd taken a big break from playing music, so I'd lost and forgotten a lot of things about my musical abilities. So I kind of had to relearn from scratch, and these three guys were much more competent musicians than me at the time, so playing together kind of forced me to like really kind of sharpen my skills a lot. So, and there have been times when you know, it kind of felt like the band was the only thing that was like, you know, keeping me going. So, you know, there might be some troubles, you know, in my personal life, and then, you know, coming to band was like a release, you know. So
it's a good hobby to have.
It's definitely a good hobby to have, you know, getting together where we'd be like, okay, don't have to worry about work or anything else going on, and we can just veg out and hang out for a couple hours and, you know, talk crap and just play music. So
yeah, for sure. Now for me, yeah, similar thing. Music's like therapy. So there's that aspect of it. You know, you've had a crap day, jump on the drums, on the keys, you know, sing whatever's coming to your mind. But also confidence, you know, sort of at the beginning, especially for me, I was sort of always a bit of an introvert, which I still am, but to a certain extent, music's brought a lot more confidence out of me. And, you know, even just doing the film clip in front of, you know, random people, and not really random, but, you know, you just met them and a big camera in your face. Probably 5 years ago, I don't think I could have done that, but yeah, growing in that way has been really good.
I think it just, when it's Wednesday night, it's just switch your brain off and just get really creative. And that's just something I love doing, is just keeping creative. You know, I'm on the tools all day, and just coming home, just to go home and play your piano and write new stuff with the boys. And you know, now that we've got Claudia too, it's just, it really is therapeutic too. But yeah, keeping creative's my main one.
Yeah, no, I'll agree 100% with what Nick said. And you sort of put everything bad that happened that day at the door, leave at the door, walk into band, start jamming. It is therapy, it really is.
Even if it's not writing music, we'll think of, you know, even a funny video or something, just a bit of content to put on our social networks as well. So yeah.
Or maybe we'll just even take a day off, go get a coffee or a meal somewhere, and just catch up, and, you know, just hang out as friends as well, because you know, sometimes it's important just to make sure everyone's doing okay. Just have a chat. And
I think we jam better after that.
After
doing something like that.
We always do.
It's a good bonding session.
Well, guys, thank you very much for coming in. What is the best way for you, for everyone out there, to get in touch with you and to hit you guys up?
We're on Facebook, Twitter, Bandcamp, Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes. Our new single Green Light just came out recently. Go stream it, enjoy, let us know what you think. Any feedback would be amazing. So
if you want to say hey, hit us up, message us. Don't be afraid.
Awesome.
All right, that is the Printer Convention, guys. Thank you very much for your time. You're welcome.